He spent almost half of his short life in darkness. A 9-month-old colt chained to a cold wall, barely able to take a step. He was meant to end up at a meat farm, but fate gave him another chance. When I first saw Bodhi, my heart sank. He was scared and confused after 4 long months in the dark. Getting him into the trailer was a real challenge. The light frightened him, but he didn't want to step back into the shadows either. After a long time and a lot of patience, he finally found the courage. When we brought him home and released him into a stall, he just froze. His eyes showed pure terror. He was afraid of every movement, especially of human hands. That's when I realized the only thing I could do at first was just be there for him. Not to rush, not to force, but to show him that he was safe. I spent hours by his stall, sometimes just sitting quietly, sometimes talking softly. Slowly, he began to understand that I wasn't going to hurt him. The turning point came when he finally allowed me to touch his face. Such a small gesture, but it meant the world. One day I opened the door of his stall and led him to the pasture. At first he stood still, as if he didn't understand he could walk. Then he took a step, then another, and suddenly he ran. His movements were awkward at first, but within a minute he was racing through the grass as if he had dreamed of it all his life.
Hi. Hi.
I will never forget the look of freedom and joy in his eyes.
Hi, baby Bodhi. Hello.
Day by day, he opened up more. He began to follow me. When I called him, he would come, trusting me completely.
Hi. Good boy.
Bodhi would lower his head to me, and I would scratch his chest. That moment will stay with me forever. Where once there was fear, there was now trust. With time, he started showing true happiness. I saw him running across the yard, tossing his head, playing like he had finally discovered freedom. He met my other horses and quickly became part of their little herd. For the first time, he wasn't alone. This was a different Bodhi, not broken and afraid, but free and happy. I loved watching him change. It felt like a light had been lit inside him. Everything around us seemed brighter, and I knew all the effort had been worth it for this moment. But sadly, life doesn't always give us as much time as we hope for. 2 years after he came to us, Bodhi developed severe colic one winter. We called in the vets, tried everything we could, but the illness was stronger. We lost him. It was one of the hardest days of my life. But even in my grief, I knew his story wasn't in vain. He lived 2 beautiful years he otherwise would never have had. 2 years of freedom, of play, of friendship, of care.
Oh, Bodhi, what do you think you're doing? Rocky is gonna come at you. Rocky is gonna come at you.
Bodhi taught me so much. His trust, his strength, his journey from darkness to light inspired me to keep helping other horses. I'm grateful I was able to give him a chance, and that his final years were filled with love.
Wow, you're so good, Bodhi.
For me, he will always be special, and even though he is no longer here, his story will live in my heart. If you enjoyed the story about Bodhi, please like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more touching and inspiring stories.
Before bringing an exotic pet into your home, be sure to consult with experts and learn about their specific needs. Proper research is the key to giving them the happy, healthy life they truly deserve.